What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we got the preload information for Black Ops 6, as well as more detailed launch information with specific timelines. And then on top of that, we got the PC trailer for Black Ops 6, which actually shows some new gameplay clips, including some clips showing off some guns that we either haven't seen at all yet from any official material, or we've seen some really blurry images but not a good look at them until now. So that's what we're going to be covering in today's video, and let's just start this off with the preload and launch details. When it comes to preloading, this will be available on all platforms starting next Monday, October 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So I'd say if you're planning on getting Black Ops 6 at launch, that would be a good time to pre-order if you haven't already. Personally, I always wait for pre-orders until we're able to preload, because then at that point there's actually some value to that pre-order. Then let's talk about our launch timing a little bit. And with Xbox, the PC Microsoft Store, and PlayStation, the launch is actually technically going to be October 24th from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific time. And the reason they have a big range here is this is going to be rolling out regionally on these platforms. Whereas for Battle.net and Steam, it launches on October 24th at 9 a.m. Pacific time for all regions. So even if you're in New Zealand, for instance, you're going to have to wait till 9 a.m. Pacific time in order to play the game. So it'll actually be well into October 25th for you at that point. But speaking of New Zealand, it looks like this time around, just like many previous years, the New Zealand trick will be working, which means on Xbox at least. I don't know if this works on other platforms, but I do know this works on Xbox. If you actually set your account details in your console to New Zealand, then the game itself will be unlocked for you as if you were in New Zealand. So therefore, you could start playing the game as early as 4 a.m. Pacific time, even if you're in North America. Now, I'm not going to go over all the details on how that works. The information is out there. It has been for years now. But just something I wanted to point out here. Honestly, not too surprising to see this, but you never really know until they announce it. And as far as we can tell here, the New Zealand trick should be working this time around. And now let's get into the details that I was able to pull out of this short PC trailer that we got today, keeping in mind the footage from this trailer is a mix between campaign, multiplayer, and zombies gameplay. So it's likely that some of the stuff that's shown off for this in campaign, for instance, it may not show up in multiplayer. And I'm really hoping that's the case with the first image that I wanted to pull out here. As you can see here, we have the two guys up front using the shotguns. Those just appear to be the Marine SP shotgun, the same one we had access to in the beta. However, in the background, that's the important thing to point out. It looks like somebody's got a riot shield, or at least a form of a ballistic shield. And while I'm pretty confident that this is just going to be a campaign-only thing, Treyarch generally avoids putting riot shields in their multiplayer, and therefore I'm not overly concerned. This definitely rang a few alarm bells in my head. Next up with this clip here, we get a nice clear look at an SR3 Vickr SMG, which we have seen images of in previous promotional material. This is just a nice clean look at this SMG. After that, this appears to be either zombies or campaign footage right here, and we don't get a super clean look at this gun, but I believe this is an AEK, which we have seen a very brief snippet of this pop up in the mystery box from some zombies footage earlier. Again, it's possible I'm off on this since we don't get a nice clean look. It's a really dark environment here. You can't see too much of the gun, but I believe that is an AEK at least. After that, I also just wanted to point out the grapple is in the game here. Again, this is something we almost definitely won't be seeing in multiplayer, at least not in regular game modes. However, I think it would be really cool to see this as a limited time game mode down the road when they're trying to bring some variety into the game. I'd love to see that. We had a grapple mode like that in Advanced Warfare, and I found that to be a nice, fun change of pace. Next up, the big one to look at today is the Tundra from Cold War. At least I'm going to assume they'll still call this the Tundra or some form of the Tundra in the game. This is a gun that was leaked and data mined. However, up until this point, to my knowledge at least, or to my recollection, we haven't seen this appear in any official footage yet for Black Ops 6 until today. So this is the big new one that they're showing off. And while I'm not surprised to see this, it's nice to see that it is officially confirmed now. Then immediately following that, we got another look at the KSP-58 LMG, which we have seen a couple really short snippets of in the past with official marketing material, but we got another nice look at it right here. Then after that, we've got another LMG that was shown in this trailer, and this is one that we really haven't seen a good clean look at yet in any official material, but it has been leaked in the past. This is the PU-21 LMG. And as far as we know, those are the three LMGs. We have the XMG that was available in the beta, of course, and then the KSP-58, which we just saw, as well as the PU-21 here. And then finally in this trailer, we get what I believe is the first-person look at the Setme Model L. We have seen this show up in the mystery box in some previous footage in the past, but I believe this is the first time we've seen it in the hands of the operator. And that's pretty much it. That's going to wrap it up for all of the little details I was able to pull out of this trailer. At least details that I feel are unique and interesting to point out. Of course, there were other guns shown, but a lot of those guns we actually used in the beta already, so there's no point in pointing those ones out. And that's where we're going to wrap up today's super quick video. And I'm just curious to hear from you guys in those comments down below. First off, how are you guys feeling about some of the new guns that they've shown off that we didn't really get a good look at least in the past? And second, how many of you guys are planning on taking a trip to New Zealand next week to play Black Ops 6 early? Just let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.